Hello guys, welcome to hell, that which is my life. I'm trying to make a new fucking series, and my camera keeps freezing up. So far I've been recording videos for about, I'm trying to make an introduction to today's videos, what I'm doing today. And my first introduction was boring, so I just said scratch that and started over. The next introduction was good. It was funny. Some shit happened. I raced a BMW, and then when I stopped, I noticed that I didn't record any of it because my camera froze up. So then I started over again. I switched batteries. I got two different batteries, so I swapped out, because I'm fairly certain it's battery related. So I put in a different battery, and started to record again, and that video again, and then I redid the whole intro, wrote for another 10 minutes talking away, and then sure enough, lost all that. That video froze up as well. So this is my fourth attempt at making the same fucking video. And if this one freezes up, I'm just going home. I'm like, alright, that's it. Screw you guys, I'm going. Let me go on. Let me say that better than that. Screw you guys, I'm going home. That's about as best as I can do for that guy's voice. Yeah, so, geez, fuck. I gotta repeat myself again. If I see an electronics shop along this street, and I probably will, this being Taiwan, I'm gonna go take a look. I'm gonna see if I can, just get a different camera right now. What I use is a pocket video cameras. That's what I use. And they're not very common here. They're much, much, much more common in, Canada, America. I was one of the first people to own one in the country. They're not common here. So I need to, yeah. But I'm starting to see them here. Just recently, they've started to come on sale here. So frustrating too. And the last video, it was like 10, 15 minutes long, and because it had already frozen up once, I kept checking. I kept looking at, going cross-eyed and looking at the screen to make sure it was still recording, and it was. And then somewhere near the end of the video, it froze up. And I know once it freezes up, the whole video gets lost. It doesn't cut out. You just lose the whole thing from start to finish. What I'm doing today is I'm heading to a lesbian orgy, and they said I could film, and it's gonna go on my private. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to the next city south of mine, which I've never recorded before, oddly enough. It's called Hsinchu, and it's about 20 minutes south of my city, and I've said this so many times. I've only been there about 5 times in my life, and roughly, and that's because I was going to a pub. I got invited out some guys to a bar in Hsinchu a few times, and I went there a few times, and that's all I know about Hsinchu. And I know this is a statistical fact that Hsinchu, on average, has the highest household income in all of Taiwan. So in a sense, it's the richest city in Taiwan. In a sense, it doesn't mean it has the most rich people living there. It just means that on average, people that live in Hsinchu make more money on average than people that live in other cities. Why is this car just constantly driving half in the scooter lane? Hey, what's that? I'm not even gonna say what kind of car I thought that was at first, because you guys would just be like, "You're a fucking idiot." Okay, I'll say. I thought it was a Dodge Viper. It was like a Miata or something, just some little. I just saw the tail and the lines, and as I got closer, I realized it was much, much too small to be a Viper. You cut me some slack. I don't even think I've ever seen a Viper in real life. No, I don't think I ever have. So we're heading to Hsinchu. I'm curious to see if I can notice any differences in the city, because of the whole richest city, technically, kind of. I'm curious to see if there's going to be more parks or better paved roads, or nicer sidewalks. or in this case, sidewalks at all. There's like no sidewalks in these streets. Yeah, and I'm in an okay mood. It was when I left my hey, he's got the same helmet as me. It's a shark. This guy's SBK. When I left my city, it was like dark. It was gonna look like it was about to start raining, and then I just head south for 20 minutes, and then boom, blue skies. And it's like that in Taiwan. It's even though Taiwan is an extremely small country, you know, Taiwan from the west coast to the east coast is only like 120 or something miles wide at its widest point. So that means at most points the country is like barely 100 miles wide. So even though the country is so small, just from heading from like one city to the next, the weather can change greatly. Taipei City is very close to my city, and very often when I'm talking to one of my friends in Taipei, it's raining there, and it's like sunny in my city, and they're only like a 30-40 minute drive away. Like 12 minutes by the high-speed train. They're 12 minutes away by train, and it's raining there, and it's like sunny where I live. It's just nuts. I kind of thought that today too when I was leaving my house. I'm like, well, if I head north, I'll probably hit rain, so I'll head south. And then I'm thinking, well, what's south? And I'm like, there's nothing south that I can think of that's interesting, but there's a city, so let's go explore the city. And it's something I've never done before, so it'll be a first for me and for you guys as well. It's a first that we'll share together. I like firsts, especially when they involve anal. See, the last time I made this video, I made that joke, and it was totally random. It was totally improv, like spur of the moment. I made the anal joke, and then I made a joke about. And then when I made the joke, I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying I made the anal comments about anal first being fun, and then I went on to say, don't clench up your butt cheeks. That'll just make it hurt more. You're clenching up. Relax. And then I was laughing and then I was laughing at myself for a while. See, but me trying to repeat what I did spontaneously in the last video just doesn't work, and it makes me all the more angry that I lost that moment. It's a moment of anal history that's just lost. Yeah. You had to be there. It was funny the first time. Since, you know, some people say I'm an asshole driver and I put other people in danger and blah 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 blah. Fuck you. I'm like, oh my god, I just don't.